Hey, what's going on, guys? It is December 23rd, Tuesday, and one more day of work, and I can get out of this truck, and then the rush will be over. It has been crazy, so I'll be happy to get that over with. But I'm going to sell a couple options today. I'm going to sell a few puts, a couple calls, not too many, because I do have those 37 options, those call options on Carnival Cruise Lines, and I'm waiting for those to get assigned at the expiration date. I wish that they would get assigned early, because sometimes you'll wake up and one day they'll just be gone. They'll be assigned. So I was hoping that that would happen earlier than the expiration date, so I could get a hold of that money and start selling puts. But that just hasn't happened yet. So let's get to these. I'm gonna change some strike prices, obviously, because this Carnival Cruise Lines in the past 5 days, because of the earnings, obviously, has gone up to 12.7%, and in the past month it's gone up almost 20%. So let's sell these, and then I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm not going to be selling. I'm going to sell some options on Carnival Cruise Lines, but I'm going to pick some other stocks, and I'm going to let you know in a minute all about that. So, all right, let's get to these and sell these options and make a little bit of money here. See what I can do. But I've got these 2650 puts, two of them. Okay, so obviously I'm going to have to, so I'm going to roll the position, and I'm going to change the strike price because I ain't making nothing at that strike price. So here's what I'm going to do. I hate to move up the strike price, and it's gone up a bunch. So there's always that chance of the stock, when it moves up that quick, people are going to take take some profits. So because they made good money. So a lot of people sell at that point, and it dips down a little bit, which it's down like 40 something cents today, which it's good for me because I'm selling the options today, so that helps me out a little bit. But you got to watch it when it goes up that quick. There's a good chance that it could drop back, so you got to watch that stock. But this is just only a few, and with that 15-cent quarterly dividend that they reinstated, it might keep going. So I'm going to just sell a couple, and then I'll sell some options next week on a different stock, and we'll see what Carnival does. I love Carnival. I'm definitely getting back in, but right now, not too sure. So let's get to these real quick. So, all right, I'm going to buy them back, buy to close, two options, expiration the December 26th, and it's a 2650 strike, and these are puts. So I'm buying it back at 2 cents, and then I'm selling to open. That's the roll. It all happens in two legs. You buy it back and you sell it all at one time, okay? So, and then I'm going to sell to open, two options for January 2nd. So this will be the first profit of the year right here. And it says 26.50, but I'm changing that. I'm raising the strike price. So I'm looking at, let's see what the 30 strike price is. The stock right now is at 31.74, okay? So right at the 30 strike price, I can get 11 cents, it's looking like. Possibly I might have to adjust it. And then let's look at the 29.50, That would only be $2 higher than what I sold the shares at. But I don't think it's going to dip down to this price. So let's see. See, this is only showing 10 cents. So 1 cent different. But the spread is pretty wide, 4 cents and 16 cents. The bid is 4, ask is 16. So I definitely have to adjust that. Let me try that real quick and see if I can get 10 cents. If it doesn't go through, I might change the strike price. So I'm going to review the order. I just went over it with you guys and see if I can make and limit and credit 10 cents. Credit 10 cents. Let me see if I can make this 10 cents and get 20 bucks. So I'll place the order. It's probably not going to go through. I'll check the order status, and it's still open. So I'm going to change it. Change the order. I figured it wouldn't go through, but I think I'm gonna well, let me see here. Let me try to adjust it to, you know what? I'm just gonna do 8 cents, just in case it keeps dropping back. You know, I'll make 16 bucks. So I'll review the order. I just changed the strike price to $29.50. So, and I changed the limit order to 8 cents from 10 cents. So I'll review the order at 8 cents, and I'll place the order at 8 cents, and that looks like it went through. I'll check the order status, and it filled at 8 cents. Okay, so that was 2 options. That was $16. Okay, so just trying to, you know, learn from last year and do things a little bit differently. Okay, so that was 16 bucks there. The real, when I get the money for the options that are expiring, then I'll start selling more options and make much more money. So let's go to the other options here, and I've got just this one 27 put right here. So let's get that done. Roll position, and this is just one more, so I'll probably put this at the same strike price. Let me do the $29.50, and shows 11 cents, and that's because the first leg, the buyback, buy to close, I'm only paying a penny for that, it shows, and then it shows to sell it, I'm getting 11 cents, so that gives me, it should be 10 cents, but we'll try the 11 cents and see what happens. So buying to close, the option I have out on the first leg, one option, expiration date December 26th, and it is a 27 strike price, and this is also a put. And then the second leg, sell to open, one option, moving it out to January 2nd. I'm changing the strike price to $29.50, and let's see if I can make 11 cents. You know what? I'm going to just drop it down to 10 because I know I'm going to have to anyway, and maybe even lower. So I will review the order at 10 cents, and I will place the order, credit, place the order, and check the order status, and it's still open. So let's adjust that so it goes through. So I'll change the order right here, and this is on the Charles Schwab app. So if you guys want to do it exactly the way I'm doing it, that's the app I use for my brokerage. All right, I'm gonna drop it a penny and see about $9. Review order. If this doesn't work, I'll probably increase the strike price. It's only one option. So 9 cents did not work. So I'm going to go back, change the order right down here. And the second leg, I'm going to change the strike price. I don't even know if I can do that. Oh, it doesn't let me do that. Okay, so, let me review the order. Let me just do it again. Place the order at 9 cents. Yeah. Oh, check the order status. It did fill. Cool, 9 cents. All right, so that was one more option. Made 9 cents there, so we'll add that to the 16 bucks, and that gives me 25 bucks. All right, $25. All right, now I got 2 more options on the TQQQ. So let me close this out, and we'll go to that, and that'll be it for now. But next week will be many more options. So TQQQ. All right, I got TQQQ here. Roll the position. All I do is tap on it. I roll the position. Let's see what I can get on this. I'm keeping this at the same strike price, 59 strike. These are calls now, and the stock is at 54.88. So I've been selling these for a few weeks now. So buy to close, 2 options. Expiration December 26th, a $59 strike, and these are calls. I'm rolling it out. Second leg, sell to open, 2 options. Rolling it out to January 2nd, keeping the strike price the same at $59, and it's showing I can get What, 5? No, that ain't right. Yeah, 5 cents. 5 cents. That's not too good. That sucks. You give me $10. Let me see. The bid is 3. The ask is 7. Yeah, 5 cents. That's it. So I could lower the. No, that would cost me. Nope. I'm gonna keep the strike price the same. So I could lower it, but I really don't want to do that. If I do that, then I'd make a little bit more on the premium, but let's keep it safe just in case it pops up. This is a good stock to use because it's at a super high right now. So that's why I'm selling calls on this. So, all right, 5 cents. Review the order. It goes over it with you right here. Buy to close, 2 options, TQQQ. I'm rolling it from December 26th out to January 2nd, and keeping the strike price at $59, and these are calls, okay? So, limit credit, 5 cents. Place the order, and check the order status, and it's still open, wow. Let me change the order, and I'm going to try it again because sometimes you keep it the same and it'll go through. You guys might have seen that before. So I'll review the order. I'm not changing anything, and I'll place the order at 5 cents. I'll check the order status. Nope, still open. All right. Let me change the order, and you know what? I don't think I'm not doing 5 cents. I'm not doing that. I'm gonna wait. If it moves, if it goes up, and I can make more money later in the week, I'll put it on this weekend's video. Okay, but I'm leaving that right now. I'll have to cancel it, but if it goes through while we're talking, all right, then I'll show it to you. But I'm leaving that. So $25. I've still got all that 37 options out on Carnival Cruise Line. So I'm waiting to get the cash from that. They're gonna take it at $27.50, and I will use that money. So here's what I'm thinking. Okay, Carnival's went up quick, right? The chances of it dropping back are pretty good. You know, it's at a high spot. I mean, it's the highest it's been in years. Okay. So do I want to sell puts on something that high? No, because the chance of it dropping back and putting me in a situation that I was just in is pretty good. So I was looking at some other stocks that I could sell puts on that are at a lower point, and I can still make decent money on, and I'm going to sell puts on those. And what I was looking at was NVIDIA, which I know a few people in the group, on the channel, the subscribers, have sold options on NVIDIA, and Uber. Both of those are looking really good, and I'm going to show you why right now. I mean, oh, actually, I think that one just sold. I think, maybe. Hold on, let me check it. But those two are pretty good to sell options on. I was checking them out, and I'll show you what I'm looking at. Okay, so, no, it didn't go through. Okay, so let me get to NVIDIA. Oh, let me go to Uber. All right, so Uber's down 75 cents right now. It's at 80.51. But let's check it out. Okay, I wouldn't mind owning this. Okay, so this is why. Okay, first thing, 1 year target estimate, 111.84. So the analysts expect it to be up around 111 in 1 year from now. Okay, let's look at this. Look at the earnings, the quarterly earnings. Third quarter beat the estimate by $2.42. I mean, that's huge. Second quarter beat it by a penny. First quarter beat it by 33 cents. Last year's fourth quarter beat it by $2.73. $2.73. All beats. They beat it every quarter. Okay, so that's a great sign right there. The 1 year estimate, that's a great sign. Okay, now look at the analyst. So I go up here to analyst and tap on that. And we got the recommendation trends. Okay, analyst recommendation trends. Buy 65% buy. A little bit of a hold and a little bit of a strong buy. Okay, so that's great. Let's see what else we got here. We got, okay, analyst price targets. Okay, so it's showing the average at 111. Okay, the low point they think should be around $78, and it's at $80.56. So it's right around the low point, and the high is $150. Okay, so good time to sell puts on it. Perfect. It's perfect. It's at its where they think is the low. Okay, so you don't want to sell a put at a high point. You want to sell the put at a low point, but on a good stock. And this is a good stock. Look at those earnings. So it'll ride up, you know. So I'm looking at that. That it all looks great, you know. So I think I'm going to sell some puts on that. And then let's look at NVIDIA real quick. That's looking really good too. And from what I hear, NVIDIA is down a little bit right now. Let me find it. My list here. NVIDIA. Okay, it's down because they're trying to sell chips to China, and they're having a little bit of trouble with the government that don't want them to sell to China, which they really shouldn't interfere with a business. You know, I understand why. You know, but it's someone's business. You don't mess with someone's business. You should have, you know. Companies should be able to sell to whoever the heck they want, you know, if someone's willing to buy. They shouldn't step in on that unless they're going to compensate them for it. That's just my opinion. But the stock, everyone knows it's a good stock. You know, it's a great stock. So let's check it out. It is up $5 today, which is not good for me selling puts, but it's at 188.70, right? The 1 year estimate is 1 year target estimate 253.02. 253.02. Okay, that's great. The financials, look at these quarterly earnings. It's not crazy like Uber, but you got beat 4 cents. Last quarter before that, beat 4 cents. First quarter beat 6 cents. And last year's fourth quarter beat 4 cents. So it beats their estimates every quarter, which is a good sign. I like that. So let's look at the analysts and what they think. Okay, so we'll go up here to analysts, and analysts, let me click it, and here we go. So buy 77%. I don't even see a hold at all, and strong buy. So buy and strong buy. Okay, so that's amazing. Let me see where that. See, here's that chart. The average price, it shows 253. The high 352, and the low 140, and it's at 188.62. Okay, so I like all of that. So I will sell some. I'll probably sell some puts on NVIDIA, and I'll sell some puts on Uber, and we'll see what Carnival does. I'm just going to wait on Carnival right now because to sell puts at a price that high, it might keep going up. I don't know. That's why I don't mind rolling these options that I just rolled, because it might keep going, you know. So I just want to wait until it cools off a little bit. Okay, so it might be a week or two, or you know, and we'll see what it does, and then maybe get back in on it at some point. I definitely want to get back in it at some point. So that's what I'm thinking. So you guys tell me what you think in the comments, and if you like these videos, you know, give me a like, share the video, subscribe if you haven't. I mean, this is twice a week we do this. It's a great group of people on the channel, the subscribers. We talk in the comments about what each other are trading, or how much money people are making, or what strike price, what expiration date, all that. So, you know, in the comments, tell me what you're selling options on. Everybody, you know, can listen to what you're selling options on, and, you know, we can all check it out. We can exchange ideas and, you know, get some ideas to sell options on different stocks that we haven't even thought of yet. So I think it's a good group for that because, you know, there's a lot of stocks that I've put out there and people had no even clue that they were even, like a lot of composites and stuff, that they weren't available, you know. So we all learn from each other. If anybody has any questions and they're just starting out and they have no idea and they're trying to learn, ask questions. I will usually get back to just about everybody and answer your questions. And if you're a little, you know, fuzzy on something, you don't know, you know, how it works, or, you know, and it can be the most simple question, okay? Doesn't matter. We're here to, you know, teach you guys. I'm here to teach you guys and learn, so you learn how to sell these options and make this easy money. All right? So, all right. I'm going to try this one more time. See if I can get that 5 cents. All right? I got it at 5 cents. Review the order. This is the TQQQ. Buy to close 2 options. Carnival, or I mean, buy to close 2 options. TQQQ, December 26th, rolling it out to the 2nd and keeping it at a strike price of 59 bucks. Last chance. See if it goes through. Oh, it went through. All right, check the order status. All right, filled at 5 cents. All right. All right, so I did get those to go through. So that's another 10 bucks. So that's $35 so far for the week. All right, have a great week. I'll make another video this weekend on Saturday, and we'll see what happens, and I'll let you know how it goes with my 37 options on Carnival, see if I can get that money back into my account and sell some puts. And you guys have a great day. I'm going to get back to work, try to deliver the rest of these packages and these presents for these people, and I will talk to you soon. Y'all have a great day. Take it easy. Bye.